And we're back right where we left off, second video here, and let's just recap. We have a catcher, we have a second base, we have a shortstop, we have center field, we got 3 starting pitchers, and we are in the 8th round. Yeah, so we're in the 8th round, and it is our pick. And our team is pretty young. If you look here at the players designated for assignment, I'll just bring them all over here real quick and just look at their ages. Third oldest player is 32, very young core, 28, 26, 27, and 30 for our players up the middle here. And I was saying in those videos that I like having the young guys up the middle. So I think this is the core of your team. I think that it's hardest to find players that can play the middle positions of the field well and have a good bat, like defensively playing it well and having a good bat. So you can see at least 4 contact. Not much power here, but having power up the middle I think is really rare. I mean, guys like Mike Piazza, they're not going to come around that often. And even though he's, an amazing power hitter, he's also a catcher, which made him incredibly more valuable. And we just don't really see too many power hitting catchers. But anyways, same thing with shortstops. There's not very many power hitting shortstops, and second baseman, not very many power hitting second basemen. So, yeah, it's just not a very big concern of mine. I think I'm gonna fill in the power with my players at the corners here. So here we are, and we are gonna look at some gap hitters, and I like this guy a lot, Chris Gonzalez, and I want him because he's an amazing gap hitter, but not the greatest hitter ever, but there's a lot to like about his game. Now, looking at his potentials, this guy looks, whoops, it's the wrong guy. I want that guy. This guy looks like he should be the greatest hitter ever. At least maybe not the greatest hitter ever, but he looks like he should be really, really good. So I don't know what to take about this scouting report. There's definitely a lot to like about his game. And I'm going to hold off on that. And let's see. Let's start a filter because I want some speed. Speed is a factor in getting triples, so I want at least some speed to go with the gap potential. So we're gonna make a filter here, and let's see how many players we can find. Let's also make another filter about age, because I don't want anyone. Let's do at least 25. Well, let's do anyone that is at least 25. Yes, so this guy here, he can't play defense to save his life. But he looks like he's got a good bat and could be a great designated hitter for us. Maybe I should double check that that's turned on. Yeah, DH rule. Well, considering how deep we are in the draft, I'm just going to leave the DH off because I don't think it'd be fair to the computer to just turn it on in the middle. So that was a mistake on my end. I meant to have the designated hitter on, but it doesn't matter because we weren't drafting a designated hitter this early anyways, and we're not going to turn it on just because I don't want to mess up the AI. So yeah, this league, no designated hitter. Now moving on, I'm just looking here at guys with the high speed and high gap, and it seems that there are no 5 gap hitters. Okay, so everybody's a 4 gap hitter. So we're just going to sort by contact, look at everything here, and let's see about this guy. Yeah, he wants 18 million. We have to kind of relax a little bit on the amount of money we're going to spend. So let's look at it like this. Financial info, demand, and now we can see the player's demand. So this guy here, 550,000. Not bad. Very limited hitting tools will likely be a career minor league player. Plus contact, doesn't hit for power, below average eye. Now with this guy, Adam Tozier. So Usually, contact avoid K's is gonna. I mean, that's a great combination there. And you'd want his eye to be a little bit better. I'm gonna hold off on this guy because I would think that he would be better than what he is, and it doesn't look like he is. So we're just gonna hold off on that for a little bit. And let's see this guy here. He looks like he's pretty good. Grades out as above average. Long swing curtails averaged against big league power. So that guy sounds like he's a power hitter, and I wish that there was a way to see how much money everybody has. So yeah, so it's not gonna tell you how much money okay. Alright, so there's no way to tell where we're at with the money, but we have 120,000, and I don't think... Okay, so it does say here 66 million left. Okay, so that I didn't realize that at first. Alright, so 66 million left, and we've got only 7 players. So we do need to cut back on the spending. So this guy wants 14 million, that's too much. So we're not going to go with him. And we are... Let's see. What to do, what to do. So, don't want that guy because he's 36. Don't want that guy. Well, 18 million. That would give us 48 million left. And let me yell at my dog real quick. Alright, so here we go. Dog was chewing up something he shouldn't have been chewing. Let's see what to do. Might just give in. Tick below average offensively. I think we're just gonna give in and yeah, we're just gonna do this guy. Just pay the man. If they're good, pay him. If they're good, pay him. Okay, so let's do speeds at least a 3 now. And see what we get here. And we get this guy, Melvin Garcia. He... Not a bad hitter. Not a bad hitter, at least in my opinion. Let's see what the scouts say. Slightly below average, whatever. Wasn't really going to go after him anyways because he can't play defense that well. Not really interested in these guys here. So it looks like there's really not that many players that are going to have speed and gap. There's not going to be that many triple hitters. So I probably, looking back, should have jumped on that quicker. But can't worry about that now. Let's just see if we can get the best that we can get at this point. Looking at ratings here, this could be the first baseman. No question about his skill, an incredible hitter. Say no more. Let's just double check that was the guy. Yeah, incredible hitter. And he's got 3 speed, 4 gap. Pretty excited about this guy now. So let's just go there, and I'm actually going to change him to a first baseman just so that the game knows, and it's easier for me to keep track of. I'm going to set this guy to left field as well. And Let's go back here. So it looks like we've got catcher, first base, second base, need a shortstop. Or not need a shortstop, need a third baseman. Got a shortstop, got a left fielder, got center fielder, got 3 starting pitchers, and we are in round 9. So for what we're going to do here is I want a big power bat. That's what I want. Big power hitter that plays right field. And we got this guy, but he wants 20 million. And we've got 40 million left. We need a third baseman, we need a right fielder, we need a whole bullpen, and we need 2 more starting pitchers. If I were to draft that guy, I'd have 20 million for 1, 2, 3, and then 6. So that I have 20 million for 9 players. I don't think that would work out at all. So we're not going to do that. This guy wants 18 million. That's not happening. I don't even know why I'm clicking them anymore. I had the demands over there. I'm just clicking them to see them. We might go with this guy as our right fielder. Shows no real tools and should not be the big league level. Okay. As I said before, take those with a grain of salt. But it is better than nothing. Because we are blind here. We've got no stats to go off of. And we don't know what their actual ratings are. So we're just kind of taking a chance with these scouting reports. And hoping. He's a left fielder. Might not even stick in the minors with his lack of hitting ability. What about this guy here? This guy can't play anything. Will never wow you with the bat. Okay. So it doesn't look like we've got very many power hitters. What about this guy? Hitter filled to the brim with talent and skill with plus power. And 2, 3, 4 right fielders. 2. Let's see what they say about his defense. Way too many errors to be an everyday player. Well, we'll see about that. Yeah, he's probably going to be a terrible fielder. But I might just have to do it. Doing it. So he's older. He's 36 years old, but should get at least a year or 2 out of him and then be able to replace a right fielder at some point. I mean, he's a right fielder. It's not like he's super high important, hard to fill position or anything like that. So let's look at this guy here. Scouting report, slightly above average, can lose focus at times, and can't play defense to save his life, so he's not going to be a part of our team. Can't play defense to save his life. Let's actually make a filter here. And let's set it to at least a 4. Just to see what we're working with. If we can find someone that's good with the 4 rating. And slightly below average. Not really interested in that. This guy's extremely old. Cares more about himself than the team, and he's really old. Regularly dominates pitchers, even good ones. So, below average hitter, nothing more. Okay. Alright, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make some filters to make this a bit easier. So, what do I want in a corner player? And by corner, I mean third base, first base, left field, right field, corners of the field. I want them to have some power ideally, but I don't think we're going to find anything like that. So let's do 3 and 3, and then let's sort by demand and make it the lowest. And we're also going to add in an age is at least, let's do at least 26, okay. And we should probably change the contact in there too, just to narrow our list a little bit more and make it just a little bit easier for us. I don't want any guys with 2 contacts. So here we are, much smaller list, and I think that this is better. We're sorting by demand, so let's check that out. We've already looked at this guy. Well, this guy's 35. We don't want that. Let's make it, instead of at least, let's do in between 26, and oldest I'll go is 34. So we're looking here, and I think from here up, from Kun Siu up, might not even stick. Above average skills, weakness is the breaking stuff low and away. Okay, not bad. Makes him more of a role player. Not a bad hitter, but not very good. Not a reliable option. This guy probably, yeah, minor league, bad at best. That's the guy I just looked at. What about this guy here? Lacks the talent. Struggles at the big league level. Yeah, not looking good for our third baseman. Alright, so in the future, when looking at an online draft, like an online league inaugural draft, I didn't take the time to go through every single position and try to find every single like strength and weakness in the talent pool to see where the majority of players are. But we're in round 10, and it looks like there's not very many good third basemen left. Now, if I'm in an online league, I'm going to spend just a little bit of time, more time than I would dedicate in this video, but just a little bit more time, and look at the strengths of third base and second base and shortstop. I mean, shortstop, second base, center field, catcher, those are a given. But if you have a bunch of outfielders in your draft and not so many infielders, then third base and first base might be higher priority than left field and right field. Whereas in this draft, I picked my entire outfield before I picked my third base. So in the future, make sure that's something that you make a note of. Check out where the talent pool is, and then draft before you get into the late rounds, because at that point, they're all gone. It's almost like taking a quarterback in football, but taking him in like the 4th or 5th round. Obviously, if you want a good one, you have to pick him in the 1st. I mean, that's not always the case. Of course, there are late round gems, but it's just a higher chance. So, same thing applies here. We're not going to get a very great player, but we're going to find someone that should do good enough. And I don't know where that would be. We're not going to do that. Not going to do him. I'm going to do him. Not him. We might have to splurge and spend some money. And I think that I will. So it's going to be between Bishop, well, okay, so we got 31 left. We need 2 starting pitchers and an entire bullpen. If we were to draft this guy, we'd have 17 left. He's 34. This guy's 33. He's a left-handed batter, though. And I think that this is going to be the difference, is how many left-handed batters do I have? I've got 1 left-handed batter. I want more than 1 left-handed batter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I want a second left-handed batter. So looking here and continuing the draft and going down here, we're going to go with this guy. Even though, no, I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to have one lefty and go with this guy. Now, the reason I'm choosing Salvador Cruz is because of his speed and the gap. So when you mix those two together, he should have a lot of triples. So we're going to draft him. And then I want to just shortlist this guy so that when we do our simulation in the next video that finishes everything, the whole season and all, I want to just see which one I should have picked. You know, just for the video's sake, I just want to compare them and see which one I should have gone with. Now we're going to wrap this up pretty shortly here, and we're going to go to the next pick. And we're only 11 picks in, and we spent a lot of time talking about who to pick. So we are going to just, let's do customize financial demand. Okay, check it out here. I'm gonna pick one more pitcher, and then I'm gonna cut this video because we're going on about 21 minutes here. So looking at this guy, 2.2 million, below average, don't like that. And we got a 35-year-old, do a decent job at the bottom of the rotation. Don't really want that. Let's set some filters here because we got a lot of prospects. Let's do between 35 and 30, or 25 and 34. And we got this guy. Is that the guy I looked at originally? Yeah. What about this guy here? Nothing special. Yeah, so it's, as I said before, we don't really have much talent here. I don't think I'm going to draft that guy. See, this scouting report says give him a good defense and put him in a spacious park. We do have a decent defense. The defense is not bad. We don't have a spacious park. So we're going to draft him anyways. Just because I hate having 3 lefties in a lineup. But we're going to do it. Next pick. Let's find a starting pitcher. I know I said that I wanted to cut it after that pick, but we're just going to customize. I'm not drafting 4 lefties. We're going to have someone that throws it right. Okay. Let me just get the pitchers out the way, and then next one we'll finish up the draft. And decent pitcher. I don't like that guy. Okay, let's set some more filters. We're going to need movement potential and control potential to be at least 3 and 4. And here we go. Alright, not good. Not good. Yeah, not really sure. Who to go with here. Definitely want someone cheap though, because we're at 11 million and we need a closer. This guy, yeah, I'll take him. Dave Martin. That's who it is, Dave Martin. Yeah, we'll take Dave Martin. And then we're going to go to the next pick, and we're going to look at our relievers here. So the way that I do my bullpen's a little bit differently. I really like this guy, actually. Yeah, so we're just going to straight up draft that guy. That was very easy. And I said I'd cut this video, and I will now at 25 minutes. I don't think that's too bad for a video. So the next video, we're going to wrap everything up, and simulate the rest of the season. So thanks for watching.